Hey, it's Nicole from outerinnerspace, and this video is for anyone who associates with the term HSP or being a highly sensitive person. I just got inspired to put this together because of a passage that I just read in an incredible book called The Holographic Universe by Michael Talbot, and there's a detail in it that I came across, and this detail refers to HSP but in a different way, and I will read you the passage just because I think that it's completely related. This passage is from a chapter called Seeing Holographically, and the subheading of the chapter is Doctors Who See the Human Energy Field, and it says, although the existence of the human energy field is not recognized by the medical orthodox community, it has not been completely ignored by medical practitioners. One medical professional who takes the energy field seriously is neurologist and psychiatrist Shafika Karagula. Karagula received her degree of Doctor of Medicine and Surgery from the American University of Beirut, Lebanon, and obtained her training in psychiatry under the well-known psychiatrist, Professor Sir David K. Henderson. Karagula began as a skeptic, but after encountering several individuals who could see auras and confirming their ability to make accurate medical diagnoses as a result of what they saw, she became a believer. Karagula calls the faculty to see the human energy field higher sense perception, or HSP, and in the 1960s she set out to determine if any members of the medical profession also possessed this ability. She put out various feelers among her friends and colleagues, but at first the going was slow. Even doctors who were said to have the ability were reluctant to meet with her. After being put off repetitively by one such doctor, she finally made an appointment to see him as a patient. She entered his office, but instead of allowing him to perform a physical examination to diagnose her condition, she challenged him to use his higher sense perception. Realizing he was cornered, he gave in. "All right, stay where you are," he told her. "Don't tell me anything." Then he scanned her body and gave her a quick rundown of her health, including a description of an internal condition she had that would eventually require surgery, a condition she had secretly already diagnosed herself. He was correct in every detail, says Karagula. I'm going to stop there, but if you would like to read a few more of these examples, I have compiled a list of references from this book, and that's linked below. But what I found so interesting was that in this time, in the 1960s, the term HSP was used to describe higher sense perception. And as a highly sensitive person, the attributes associated with that are, like needing to be in your own energy, being highly sensitive to the feelings of others, being able to read when people are being truthful, being able to determine places where you feel comfortable and needing a lot of time to decompress. And I just want to let you know, as a highly sensitive person, if you can lean into the idea that what you're dealing with is a higher sense perception, it's not a flaw or anything that is inherently wrong with you. In fact, it's a gift that you have this ability to read energy and see what's not at all physical, and that is really something to nurture and work on cultivating a relationship with, because associating with the term highly sensitive person kind of takes away a lot of power in a respect, because it makes it seem like one can't function in the world because of harsher energies or fear of being impacted by stronger personality types. But when you start to lean into the idea that what you have is actually a higher sense perception, then you realize how incredibly powerful you are, but on a level that is not forceful, and it's not inherently outward, but it's more inward, and that is a huge strength. And then when it comes to you being out in the world, you are actually equipped with this ability to read the environment and understand like when to move, when to speak, when not to, and also be able to sense the intentions and motivations of others. It's actually a massive advantage. So this is just a little PSA to let you know that what you are dealing with as a highly sensitive person is actually higher sense perception. And I would suggest taking the time that you spend on your own to reframe the narrative and focus your energy on developing these skills and learning what it is that your actual sense perception is, because for everyone it's going to be very unique and very specific, and it's not going to be something that anyone will be able to tell you what it is, because it is a matter of perception, and that can't be determined or dictated through the eyes of anybody else. And so in your quiet time, feeling into these energies and looking back on what your experiences have been can be really valuable in helping you develop that relationship. And I just feel that if people who do associate with the term highly sensitive person start to realize that what they're dealing with is that increased sense perception, then those sensitivities become your power, and then you can use that power, that subtle power, out in the world and make huge shifts this way, in a gentle way, in a non-forceful way, and you can empower other people in that same way. So I'm going to leave this here, but if this kind of resonates with you, I would suggest subscribing, for the purpose that I'm going to be doing a series on this kind of thing over the next couple of months. And there's also other stuff on my website too if you're interested, but that's kind of all I just wanted to say in this video, and I hope that you feel a little bit more empowered by the fact that you have higher sense perception. I hope you found some value in this, and I hope it finds you well.